Guess who forgot to hit record and has to do this the second time? It's me. I did this entire video and I forgot to hit record. So, I start from the beginning once again. Alright, so this is my Q&A video. I had set out last week or the week before. It's been a week. Yeah. I asked you guys if you'd like to ask a few questions, and I have got a few to answer. Thank you guys. Some of them are gonna have a lot longer answers than others. I'll save the really long one for last because it's a big one. Let us begin. Our first question is from Planchu. Uluri, where are you from? Well, here's the answer. Right here's where I spawned. This is Sundu Mine. Yeah. But I'm gonna be trying to live in the Nether as best as possible soon enough. Okay, joking aside, my character lives in a house that lives with kindling and Trace. They are my Candle Fox and Rabbit characters, and those two ended up becoming characters because there was a point in time where I wasn't really sure if Uluri was the character for me to be. So at one point, these guys were like my Sona for a short while. I was thinking of having a little comic maybe one day that actually went over that more, but I never got around to it. I'm lazy. So, next question. By Planchu one more time, I'll answer another one. Who is your favorite sports player? Well, this might be disappointing, but I don't like watching sports, so I don't have a favorite sports player. I would rather play the games myself than to watch, and there's a lot of games that I actually really don't enjoy. I don't like football. I also don't like baseball. And I'm not too much of a fan of basketball. I like playing badminton though. I accidentally, I'm not that great at playing, but I like playing it. It's fun hitting stuff. Next question from Dragonizer. Do you like muffins? I like to eat blueberry muffins and to smell banana nut bread muffins. Banana nut muffins. I actually really love the smell of them, but I don't like eating banana that's been cooked. I don't like the feeling of it. It feels bleh. But I love eating blueberry muffins. I like how the flavor gets all over in the muffin. They're strong. Blueberries are strong. It's a really, really, really strong flavor. Next question from the Trio Nin. Have you had any kind of voice training? No, this is just my voice. I sound small, and it's actually caused quite a few problems over the phone before. I have had to. I have had the delight of having the response over the phone of, "Oh, I'm sorry. Can you ask for your mom or dad?" So yeah, my tiny little voice has caused some troubles. It's a little bit of a pain if the phone call is important and I have to explain that I'm not a little tiny kid. And if I can't, I just hand over the phone to Tortoise because he sounds like a mom would sound. And other than that, relating to my voice, I actually wasn't really intending to do YouTube with my voice, but I figured that it might help me with some talking. I have some trouble talking. I have trouble talking a lot of times, and I figured that it might help me work out getting more used to talking to people and stuff. But talking like this isn't the same as talking to people. That's for sure. It's way different. When I started doing this, it's different. Definitely. I think. So, yeah. The most training I ever got was in high school, singing in chorus class, off key the entire time. I was not the best at singing the correct notes. Next question. Oh, this one's actually the big one. Hold on. I have to move myself over here. Hold on. And I think this is the correct spot. This question from Green Mahir. Uluri, hold on. From what Uluri's colors originated from? That's the thing. For some reason, I was wondering for a few days. XD face. Alright, so for this one, I'm gonna be pulling up a whole bunch of pictures and stuff because my colors weren't always this color. I used to be orange, yellow, and blue. And the blue is where the green used to be. And there's actually big reasons for all of this and the changes that go on. Uluri started out. Oh. Hold on. I almost forgot. There's another question that goes with this. Emmy Monchi, you ask to expand on this. How did you decide on your overall design? Yeah, alright. To start out, Uluri started out as a fox. Uluri had long ears, long wibbly ears, with really scrappy looking, and had a bit of a cut off tail. I started out with orange, blue, and yellow. And the reason that I picked the colors of orange is that orange is my favorite color, especially the more yellowy orange. I really like that color. It hurts my eyes. Yellow is the next really important color. Yellow is the color that I see when I hear my own name. When I hear my name, I imagine a field of golden wheat that's just ready to harvest. I love, and I also love how bright yellow is. It hurts my eyes. And finally, we have blue. Blue is the accent color that I started with, and that was because when I made Uluri, blue was the color that I felt for myself. I felt like the color blue at that time and for quite a while. The overall design was meant to still represent lightning because I still see blue and yellow as a lightning combination. I enjoy that. But eventually I end up with Uluri turning green. Now, if you ever looked at my art over all of the years, you can see the colors of Uluri changing to lighter and lighter blue over time. And that was because I wasn't feeling blue anymore. I was feeling a different color. And I even had a whole entire time where I was just playing around with Uluri's design, changing so many colors actually, more than just the blue. But eventually I changed Uluri to green. Now I still see this color as lightning representing because just look at the thunderstone. Green is just as much lightning as blue was. But I felt that green was a lot more comfortable for me because it reminded me of being outside. It reminded me of laying in the grass and just staring at the clouds and relaxing. I like this lime green. It also hurts my eyes. Now, Uluri's design, as I've shown, it started off a good deal different, but not like too different from where it began. Uluri was a lot longer and not tiny. Uluri was a fox. And Uluri stayed as a fox for a while. I had a failed human design that's thrown out entirely. I never liked it. I drew it once. That was it. But for the most part, Uluri was a fox for a really long time. But no, let's go back a little bit. Uluri's initial design, I had a friend help me with before because I really wanted a character that represented me. I never really had a character that was me and me alone and not something for a story. And I really wanted that. And my friend Mew helped me pick out a character and a species. We ended up on fox, and that's when Uluri was there. And I chose to have it kind of similar. In a cross fox, I really liked those. Eventually it turned into a cape fox-ish, something like that, when I changed to a small form. But yeah, between then and that, I actually ended up with a beast Uluri form. I love drawing monsters. Oh, said that weird. I love drawing monsters. I don't know if I said that any different. I love drawing monsters, and I'm not really satisfied with just a fox. And so I got a monster form because I just love big claws and Cranky. Grr, 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 grr. That's fun. So there was that. I actually had help with the some of the design changed a little bit because of the way some people drew my character, and that helped me solidify what I wanted for Uluri in beast form, and that was really awesome and fun. Thank you guys who have drawn for me. It's helped out so much in the finalizing of Uluri's designs and the evolution of Uluri's designs. Well, in the next form after that, I made the 2 Anthro Forms. I had the Witch Uluri Anthro Form, which is really feminine, and the really masculine Yoga Uluri. I really love witch outfits and stuff a lot. I love the thought of magic and fire and stuff. And then with Yogi Uluri, I just really wanted a nice, strong, buff, helpful. I don't even know. It was just fun, and I loved it. I'm gonna play on a couple pictures. So, yeah, overall, Uluri is a neutral character, and I don't mind it being he, she, or they, but I have some forms that are more she or he, because that's just how it feels sometimes. So moving on, I ended up having the human form, and the human form has gone through different, the human form, I was feeling really human one day, and I'm like, I want to do this. I want to make a human form for my design. And I also really wanted to showcase Uluri's markings as if they were an outfit, because that's how I've always felt about Uluri's markings. They were like an outfit. So, and I also wanted to be small, because I really like small things. I love small things. I love the thought of being small. I really miss when I used to be able to fit inside of fit inside of a cupboard to hide. I miss that. So small me, small human. I think come on, me. And that was fine. But at this point, I had a lot of different designs of Uluri, and I wanted to bring them all together. So I wasn't just a fox. I didn't want to be a kitsune either, because I'm just a one-tailed fox thing. But I decided one day it was really, really hot, and I drew Uluri melting as a slime. I was a slime, and it ended up sticking. I loved that thought, and then Uluri ended up the actual true form being a slime. And from there, it made me feel comfortable enough that I could just spread out with as many different forms that I wanted. And eventually, I ended up with Feathered Uluri form. Thank you, X-Red Moon, for helping me out with the design. I absolutely loved the artwork that you made with Uluri in feathered form, and that's what helped me solidify this so much. This ended up becoming my main feral form, and the old fox form became more obsolete. It wasn't the main form Uluri would take anymore, because I loved having a monster animal feathered bird thing. That was fun. I love monsters, so that's where that went. And then finally, I ended up with the dragon form, because I really have always wanted to be a dragon. I actually am not sure why I didn't pick dragon first, because I love dragons so very, very, very much. It was most of my life surrounded by dragon stuff, making dragon art, characters that were mostly dragons way back when. My first characters were like dragons. My first character was Blizzard, and he's not really a dragon, some kind of weird rabbit, bird, pterodactyl monster thing. I don't know what he is, but he's that. He was my first persona back when I was 10. So, the dragon form came to be. The dragon form came to be... Hold on, let me look up. Uluri, dragon, date. Oops, did I get that? No, hold on. I'll find it, and I'll find out exactly when that happened. Searching. Here it is. So this came about because someone on my unknown asked me, what would Uluri look like as a dragon? And that just like exploded everything. It's like, I have always wanted to have a dragon form for myself. I love dragons so much, and I've never successfully been able to make that form for myself. I've tried a lot of times beforehand, and so I was sitting around, I was struggling, I was chatting with everyone on my Discord, and then Axial drew something. Axial drew a sketch out for me of what he would think, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Axial, hold on, it's not quite what it's not quite exact, but let me change a few things. And it just happened, and I was so happy. It made me so happy. Thank you so much, Axial, for helping me create the dragon form. It's made me so very happy. I love it so much. Thank you. And that's how I ended up with the dragon form. And so far, I'm very, very satisfied with everything that I've made so far with myself. I do have a secret axolotl form, but other than that, I'm happy with all the forms I have here. And finally, aside from the forms and how they happened, I'll talk about some of the markings. I've talked about this a couple of times because some folks have asked me before, but the markings, specifically the dots, rings, and stripes. The dots under the eye represent full moons. The rings are eclipses, and the stripes are crescent moons. I love the moon. I love stargazing so much. And even if it's always cloudy when something happens to the sky and I want to see star stuff happen, I still love going outside and looking up, if I ever can, to see the moon. And my favorite is the crescent moon. I love crescent moons so much, especially when they get super duper thin. I think they're really pretty. I think they're pretty. That's the right word. And for the chest puff, that's not a chest puff, that is a full jacket of fur. It doesn't stop at around the neck, it goes down halfway like a jacket, like my human form right here, like this thing's jacket here. That's the fur. I like wearing jackets, so I made sure that my character had jackets. And the feet, the back feet, they're boots. Those are boots or knee-high socks. because I like those on character designs a lot. I mean, I like, yeah, character design with knee-high socks. Very good. Love it. And the fluffiness is because I love Fluffy. I love Fluffy so much. And for the fur owl horns on the top, as I just said, they're owl horns. I think owls are cute, and so I have little owls. And it's like, Uluri is actually a little bit devilish as a character. So I think that covers everything in the question. I might have forgotten something, but I think that was everything. Last one was really long. But it was enjoyable talking about my character and how it came to be. A lot has Uluri has changed so much and grown so much as a character. And I thank you guys for asking questions. It was enjoyable for me to go through some things and remember things about everything. Maybe in a while, not soon or anything, but a while, maybe I'll do another one. So, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!